Good morning, and welcome to Planet Leadville for Thursday, June 11th, 2026. June's late spring days have been hard to beat, with folks taking advantage with a stroll down historic Harrison Avenue in downtown Leadville. Today's forecast from the National Weather Service calls for sunny skies, with a high near 64. Those winds will continue to blow northeast at 10 to 15 miles per hour, becoming northwest in the afternoon. Tonight's forecast calls for mostly clear skies, with a low around 33. Northwest winds at 5 to 10 miles per hour, becoming light and variable in the evening. Today's feature continues with Planet Leadville's Day Trippin Leadville series. This week, we welcome neighbors and visitors from Summit County. If you're looking for a bit more room on the sidewalk and cooler temperatures, come up for a visit.
Hello and welcome to Planet Leadville. If you're looking for an affordable, fun-filled day that's got something for everyone, then you came to the right place. This week's Day Trippin Leadville brings you from neighboring Summit County straight into the heart of downtown Leadville. Your adventure begins at the Frisco Transportation Center with a ride on the Lake County Commuter, part of the Summit Stage bus system. The Frisco Transit Center is located between Safeway and Whole Foods in Frisco at 1010 Meadow Drive. The Summit Stage, Mustang, and Greyhound buses stop here, as well as many airport shuttles and local transportation services. This free transportation system was designed with Leadville commuters in mind, for those who work in the resorts and for other businesses in Summit County. That is one of the reasons why the first trip out of Frisco isn't until noon. But that still gives you plenty of time to enjoy a summer afternoon in the highest city in America. Save on gas and leave the driving to the Summit Stage pros. The bus drops passengers off at several locations, including historic Harrison Avenue in the heart of downtown Leadville. This main corridor is pedestrian-friendly, with visitors highly encouraged to cross the highway at designated crosswalks. But it's understandable. You'll want to look up as you stroll beneath some of Colorado's greatest architectural gems of the late 19th century. So be sure to download the free walking tour app and get all of your questions answered about these brick-and-mortar beauties. When it's time for lunch, take your pick from any number of fine restaurants along Harrison. But for the budget-friendly, check out the Silver Llama at 615 Harrison Avenue, where they offer $10 breakfast and lunch options. Plus, they offer some sweet patio seating at the KW Plaza. If pizza is your choice, then it's the longtime locals' favorite High Mountain Pies, which is why you'd better put your order in ahead of time. Then that tasty pie will be ready to enjoy on their large back patio with mountain views and live music if you time it right. From the moment you step off the bus at East 8th Street, shoppers will be treated to some of the most interesting, one-of-a-kind shopping in Colorado. Just feet from the bus stop is Iris Moon Emporium, hosting a variety of local vendors and family-friendly events and activities. Plus, there's a public restroom right there. Just a few doors down is Fire on the Mountain, a paint-your-own pottery, yarn, and gift shop. Not only do they welcome drop-in visitors, but if you plan your trip right, you can take advantage of one of their upcoming summer classes. And this is a must-stop shop for the knitter in your life, offering unique, locally sourced yarn. Keep heading south on historic Harrison Avenue, and at the corner on West 7th Street, you'll discover one of the best upcycle finds in the state, Matchless Treasures Thrift Store. If you miss the old-school thrift stores, the ones that helped keep the local steeples upright, the ones run by organized church ladies, where everything's in its place and the store is kept clean, if that's you, my friend, then welcome to Matchless Treasures Thrift Store. So make sure to bring a tote bag or two, because you'll likely be taking a few of these matchless treasures home. Staying on the west side of Harrison Avenue, today's tour ends at one of Leadville's favorite stately beauties, Western Hardware. Considered one of the big box home improvement stores of the late 19th century, Western Hardware is even more fascinating on the inside, with wall-to-wall, small compartments holding hundreds of nuts, bolts, and just about anything you'd need to keep an old mining town running. Back in the day, the aerial store clerk could be found gliding overhead on the sliding ladder, filling the miners' Instacart orders. Today, this building is packed literally from ceiling to floor with unique, one-of-a-kind antique vendors. It's a must-see shop, and now we'll tell you another history lesson not found in many guidebooks. It's the origin of the phrase, getting down to brass tacks. Towards the back of the store, where the rope, wire, and other measurable supplies were kept, a small row of brass tacks can still be found on the wood floor. They are carefully spaced out for measuring purposes, calculating the length and cost of the ordered supply. Since this was generally the last shopping step before loading up the burro for the trip back to camp, it's said this idiom came from the mining camps of Leadville. That's why they're still there today, and why you can still find good mountain folks getting down to brass tacks. When you're ready to head back to Summit, just hop on the Summit Stage's Lake County commuter in front of City Hall at East 8th Street. The last bus rolls out of Leadville at 9:30 p.m. But don't miss it, or you'll be spending the night in Leadville. That wraps up this week's Day Trippin Leadville report. Of course, as part of the series, this trip has an in-reverse reel, where Leadville locals are checking in to find out budget-friendly, car-free ways to visit some first-class nearby destinations this summer. For more videos, head over to our YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.
Thanks for that fun report. Now, for a broader look at what's happening around the state, here's the extended weather forecast from Weather Underground.
Thursday will see with abundant sunshine, light winds, and comfortable daytime temperatures near 70 degrees, making for excellent outdoor conditions. Friday looks even warmer, with highs reaching the low 70s under mostly sunny skies and only a light morning breeze. By Saturday, temperatures remain pleasant, but a few afternoon thunderstorms may develop, especially over the higher terrain. Sunday brings a slight cooling trend with a mix of sun and clouds and another chance for isolated afternoon thundershowers. Monday continues the cooler pattern with highs in the low 60s, breezy conditions, and intervals of sunshine and passing clouds. Overall, the 5-day stretch offers classic early summer mountain weather. Cool mornings, mild afternoons, plenty of sunshine, and the first hints of the typical afternoon thunderstorm cycle returning for the weekend.
That wraps up today's report. Thanks for checking in to Planet Leadville.